Korn.
I mean, but it blew up so fast on us. It's not what we planned, but it just blew up big. We're, hitting all over the world, like overnight. Millions of CDs were getting sold. But along with this, we established this young age of drinking, so we brought that in the mix. And then the drinking got heavier to where it got into some pills, and then weed, and finding this empty void that was starting to destroy my life. And I was like, what's going on, man? I thought this was supposed to be fun. And it was getting worse to where I went through, I got married, and then I ended up getting a divorce. I ruined that through all my partying. And then I went to another marriage. I had 2 daughters, had the whole family together. I had it all together. Rock star, destroyed that marriage. Ripped it apart, all from all my partying, thinking this is all fun. But when I'm on stage, it's all good. I'm looking cool to everybody. I have it together. And I would always act like I had it all together. And on this ride, porn started to get bigger and bigger, and then all of a sudden my partner's disappearing. I'm like, where's this guy? Where'd you go? I don't know.
I was in my bus, and I was I started out when I was 10 years old. I wanted to be a rock star. Next thing you know, 10 years later, I got a record deal with all my best friends I went to school with. And then, when I was a kid, I didn't think about like, I'm gonna become a rock star, be a drug addict, and you know what I mean, and ruin everything in my life. I don't want to do that. But there I was, ruining everything. I was sitting there. They would feed us alcohol and Doritos like every day. That's what I like. And it's fun when you're starting out, but like after years and years, we got bigger. Then all of a sudden, the coke dealers are showing up, and meth that crept into my life. It hit early on with Korn, and then I tried to fight it because I was like, I don't want to ruin my career with meth. I'll just do coke. At least you can sleep on coke. That's what I was doing. But I fell back into meth when I'd say around the Take a Look in the Mirror album. I fell back into meth. And I do a 2-year habit. I went over to Europe, I went over to Asia, I went to Australia, New Zealand, and I had meth in my bags. I was like risking my freedom. I went to one country, it said penalty by death if they find drugs. And I was like, I gotta get clean. I can't do this anymore. But I was addicted. I was like, I hate being sober. I didn't like myself. I thought I don't know. It's like I had all this stuff, but I thought I was ugly. I thought if I stopped drinking, I wouldn't be able to be creative. I thought the drugs, I don't know. It was just, I was in a rut. And I know a lot of you guys struggle with stuff, but that was my struggle then. And I ended up just in the gutter, man. In the complete gutter. And, sometimes the gutter's the best place you could be because you have no place to look up. And either you make it out, or, and I got to a place where my whole life changed, man. And it took a lot of that, just going through hell to get me to that. But my life totally changed, and for the last 10 years, everything has been brand new.
This is 12 years clean for me.
That's right.
12 years clean for me.
Same thing happened with me.
12 years clean.
Thank you, man. Yes.
12 years clean.
Yes.
Congrats, man. The same thing happened.
Thank you guys for doing this, man.
Yes, this is awesome.
But this is sharing you guys struggle too. Yeah, I mean, we went through the same type of situation. I'm sure a lot of us, we can all relate. Some of you may be struggling with drinking, or maybe you're struggling with pills, or you're in marital problems, or you're having a problem in your family. Some of you may be just battling with any other addictions. Some of you battling with porn, with women. I battled with all of that, man. I put it all up there in the front going, I got a problem with all of this. Nobody in here can raise their hand and say, but did you do this? I did it all. I was the king of sinners. I did it all. So I finally get to my bottom, and we had a life change. The same thing happened to me. Somebody introduced me and said, have you ever heard who Jesus is? He came to this earth, and he lived a sinless life and went to the cross and died for all of your sins and all of my sins. And I was like, there's no way. And I was like, I cannot believe this is happening. So they told me about this. They said 3 days later, he rose. Come into your heart, into your life, and he'll make everything brand new. And I was like, really? And so I was like, okay, I'm down to do this prayer. And I did a simple prayer. And everything changed in my life. And if any of you here wants to do this simple prayer, you want your guilt removed, you want your sin forgiven, be sure if you guys are to die tonight, you're going to go to heaven. I did it. I wanted that reinsurance. He did it. Everything changed. It's the most real thing.
It's real. That's what I'll tell you.
That's
Amen.
why we're here 10 years later, still sharing this with as many people as possible.
10 years. We made
Love you
fun.
guys.
We made fun of this stuff, and now when we're on our face, God's like, "You're gonna make fun of that?" Now look, and we called out to Him, and we're like, "Forgive us. We screwed up everything," and He fixed everything. He's like, "Okay, I forgive you now. Stop talking smack about Christians because this is real, and I'll fix everything." And we did it, and it's the most realest thing ever.
Amen.
So anybody,
That's
right.
everybody is ready
That's
to
right.
do this, man. That's why you guys, it's between you guys right here.
That's right.
Right here, between. Mean it with your heart. Anyone that wants to do the prayer, just stay where you're at. And I just tell you guys, put your fist in the air if you want to do this.
Yes.
Anyone
Who wants to do it? Who wants to pray
Simple
with us?
prayer, man.
Let's
And
do
you
it.
mean it. He wants you to come as you are, man. All of you. He's not waiting for you to clean yourself up.